Hey, thanks for visiting my YouTube. I wanted to make a new video, but I didn't know of what, and I have a lot of stories to tell. This is one of them. Frida Kahlo. When I was studying fashion design, one of the librarians at the school happened to work at Vogue in the 1970s for Diana Vreeland. That's how she got the job because I went to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. This was in the 80s. Um, in 1989, I was trying to be inspired by a person, and she came up to me and she said, "Why don't you get inspired by Frida Kahlo? She's Mexican, and she did a lot of amazing paintings." And I didn't know who she was, and of course I wasn't interested. Several years passed, and in 1992, when I represented Mexico in the Summer Olympics in 1992, on my way back to Mexico City, one of my friends said that he wanted me to go with him and visit the house of Frida Kahlo. Well, when we went there, because I remember who she was, it was closed. 3 years later passed, and Madonna, for the girly tour show, my friend had a private party for Donna De Lory, whose birthday was going to be, and she's Madonna's backup singer and dancer. So a lot of the people showed up, and Michael Jackson was there. Michael Jackson's group was there, and we had a really good time. And that week, I went to Frida Kahlo's house because it was barely open, and I was very excited. Well, the following week, I went to an antique store here in San Diego, and this old gentleman who had an antique store was going to close the antique store, and he only sells books. And I used to buy him books for many years on fashion, like from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And then he said, "I want to give you something that's going to be worth a lot of money, but it's just for you because I know that you love art." And after reading this book on Frida Kahlo, in the book it says that in 1939, when Frida Kahlo showed his painting, The Two Fridas, at the Museum of Modern Art, that was the only exhibition that supposedly she had in what before she died. But it is true. In 1939, at the Museum of Modern Art, Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo started 20 Centuries of Mexican Art. Well, the book that they gave you that day for the show was this one. And this is the book that guy gave me a long time ago. And this is the picture of the two Fridas that Frida Kahlo made for that show. This book is on exhibition at the museum at the Louvre in France for what I know. But this book is one of the hardest books to find of any painter. And this is one of my paintings that I did from a Nicholas Murray photograph, because I love Frida Kahlo. Have been inspired by her work ever since I read her biography and I went to her house. And this is another one of my paintings. It's a pen and ink, and it's called Naturaleza Muerta. And well, I hope you like my lesson in art.